Just go ahead, take the mic.
Well, my name is Gordon Kesler, and I thank you guys for having me on here. And I'd like to say hello to all your listeners, and I'm sure that they're gaining a lot of knowledge by tuning into your blogs. But it's good to be with you. A little bit of background. I was born and raised in southern Alberta, and grew up rodeoing. Had a lot of family that were in the business, stock contracting, and so I spent a lot of time growing up around rodeo, and then I went to university in Utah, got a degree in biology, and got certified to teach secondary sciences. And then I went to work on the drilling rigs, and worked on the drilling rigs for a number of years, and then I started my own business in the oil and gas industry, and had 16 guys that worked for me for about 20 years. I was in the business, and since then I've written some books about my experience as an oil field spy, and I've written a book based on my rodeo background. So it's been a great journey. I got involved in politics during the Pierre Trudeau era. He was going to take a wrecking ball to Alberta's oil and gas industry, and being in the oil and gas business, I couldn't stand by and watch it happen. I'd never been in politics, but my dad was always interested in it, and taught me that regulations destroyed the ability to be productive early on in my life. And I never forgot that, and I knew it was true. So I got involved in a short time as part of the world WCC. I ended up being in leadership positions, and then went on to win the by-election in Old Didsbury in 1982 for the Western Canada concept. And so I went to Edmonton and found out that Peter Lougheed was exactly what I thought he was. He was a liberal, and he was more interested in interfering in people's lives than he was in free markets. So it's been quite a ride. After the election, I was harassed and intimidated by the RCMP, and my family was harassed and intimidated by the RCMP. I met with the U.S. consulate in Calgary, and they had a file on me about 4 inches thick, and I asked them where they got it. And they got it from the RCMP. They had pictures of me at every meeting. They had all of the people that were involved in those meetings. And so it's rather interesting times. The banks went after me and called my notes. And of course, Revenue Canada, they never miss an opportunity to harass people and try to destroy their lives. So they came after me and they tried to destroy my life. But interesting times. So I moved back to the United States. I thought that's enough harassment for me, and I could see the writing on the wall. Preston Manning picked up the baton as the Reform Party. He took our whole platform except separation, and he was going to make a difference in the world. He didn't do anything of the kind. He went to Ottawa and found out that they despised the West just as much, even though he was there representing the West. He wasn't able to accomplish the things that he set out to do. Harper wasn't able to accomplish anything for Alberta. Joe Clark betrayed Alberta. And so, you finally get to the point where you get tired of getting beat up, and you make some changes. I've been an American at heart from the time I was a little kid, because we lived right next to the border and spent a lot of time in Montana. My greatest love is Alberta. I told somebody today, I said, I've got the Alberta flag tattooed on my heart, and I don't mean my chest, because I don't have any tattoos, but that's where I was raised, and that's where I experienced a great youth growing up. And I had many opportunities there until the federal government started trying to totally destroy the oil and gas industry. But anyway, I lived in Arizona for 30 years, and love the sunshine and the palm trees. But